We will conclude this chapter by looking at a specific example of how University of California, San Diego is bringing this idea of co-developing knowledge, imparting education, environmental awareness, as well as hands-on activities related to climate solutions. So really going local and getting personal. So these are called UCSD community stations. The community stations are committed to three main climate change agendas: providing community-based climate education for undergraduate and graduate students on campus, teaching them to become effective climate educators. So they are not just learning, but they are being trained to become educators already. Increasing climate literacy among adults and especially children in the communities UCSD partners with. So that's the going local and getting personal. Stewarding high impact participatory climate action projects at neighborhood scales. So the scale is to come down to really local scales in your backyard. So basically goes down into Tijuana across the US-Mexico border as well. So UCSD is in La Jolla. It goes to the Earth Lab down here, CASA here, and Divina here. Okay, so that's the network. Sorry, this quality is not so good. I should have done that first. So UCSD Earth Lab Community Station. So it shows you kids working, learning, doing stuff here with the land, art. I think this is some kind of a solution as well, and you get the idea. Okay, so they are plowing and growing stuff here. These are huge vegetables they are looking at, and maybe vermicomposting and so on. So this is really hands-on learning, what we call the praxis. So activities with a purpose. Okay, so local youth in the UCSD Divina community station in Tijuana, learning through doing. Okay, that's always critical, especially for young children. Learning through doing and not just listening to how many things are going wrong. This is the local youth in the UCSD Earth Lab community station, going through environmental literacy in the environment, not in a classroom, but in an actual Earth Lab community station. That again makes a difference. This is like an outing from school. It's being in nature and learning. So this is really effective as well. Kind of the teach-in concept that we talked about before. The UCSD Bloom summer field internship in the summer of 2015 in Tijuana again. You can see the students going there, participating and learning things in terms of educating, increasing awareness, action, and learning themselves on the local problems and how to co-develop communication and solutions. So in summary, the chapter focuses on transforming attitudes, norms, and behaviors. And it has four main claims. First, tackling climate change requires integral solutions that combine innovations in technology, finance, and policy with transforming social attitudes and behavior. Behavior. That's kind of critical always. Second, we are likelier to produce changes in social attitudes and behavior by localizing and personalizing the impacts of climate change and providing concrete opportunities for participatory climate action. So risk perception without an opportunity to do something about it is not good. It produces paralysis, as we learned. Third, many cities have developed compelling models of participatory green urbanization that tackle both climate change and social inequality. Explored several Latin American urban living laboratories. Finally, universities and communities can be meaningful partners in changing attitudes, norms, and behaviors. around climate change. We join you as climate champions to think about how organizations you are involved in, whether it's your university or college, city, town, community group, can do this as well. Okay? Hopefully, wherever you are listening to this lecture and whatever your plans are, this stays in the back of your mind that you can personally get involved, build a community, and be a leader or create a leadership structure that we talked about, interdependent leadership that's critical for success in enabling other people to have agency and be part of the sustained action. Okay, so the last chapter and this chapter are in that sense very synergistic. Here we are talking about getting personal and going local. There we talked about the various issues of leadership, community organization, mobilization, and so on. So what role do you want to play? Are you just going to be an educator? But education may not be complete without this integrated solution of hands-on experience at local levels. So that's what is critical. I myself have been a professor and mostly doing classroom teaching, but I've been involved in India in various activities with farmers and schools and so on. Obviously not as much as one could, because I live in the US and try to do things in India, so only a few months a year. So depends on how you set up your own action plan, but the main message is to understand the typology of how to do these things. Okay? Enjoy.